Starting off with this Victoria's Secret inspired look, I'm going to be using my Studio Fix Fluid foundation for my foundation today, and I'm just applying this onto my face in little dots after I pumped it onto my finger, and then I'm using my Real Techniques blending brush to just blend this all into my face.
Continuous wave of inspiration.
I also went ahead and just added a second layer to add some more coverage. I'm then just using this MUA eyeshadow in like a dark brown colour to fill in my eyebrows. So once this is done and my foundation is set, I'm using my Maybelline Superstay 24-hour powder and just applying this all over my face. And then I'm taking my Collection 2000 concealer and just applying this how I did in my last makeup tutorial, with under my eyes, on my chin, bridge of my nose, forehead, and then I'm blending this in again with my Wet Beauty blender. I'm then taking my e.l.f. eyelid primer in the colour Pearl and just applying this onto my eyes. The first colours I'm going to be using are the colour Naked and Book, and I'm going to be using these together just to go into my crease with a fluffy brush. I'm making sure this is all well blended out before I add the colour Virgin from the original Naked palette also, and this is just going on top of my eyes and also in the inner corners and underneath my brow bone. You want to make sure this is well blended out so there's no harsh lines. Then I'm going to be using my Maybelline gel eyeliner as my liner today, and I'm just lining the top of my eyes, and you want to make sure you can get as close to your lash line as possible so there's no line in between. And I'm going to be winging this out a tiny bit, and I try not to make it too thick because I don't think in the runway show the Victoria's Secret Angels have very thick eyeliner, so I just put a thin line, and this is the completed line with the wing as well. This is the kind of look you want to aim for if you want to recreate this look, and the wing is very small, as you can see. I've not taken it up too much, and then this is the completed eyeliner for the look. I'm then going back in with the colour Virgin from the Naked palette and just bringing this down underneath my eye before I add some mascara just to brighten that area a bit. So then just curling my lashes, and the first mascara I'm going to be using is also by Maybelline, and it's the Mega Push mascara, and this is the first mascara I'm going to be using. I'm just also applying this on my bottom lashes and making sure I get a nice even coat. Then I'm using my Extra Volume Collagen mascara from L'Oreal, and I love this, and I use it a lot for volumizing. And then after this I'm going in with my Rimmel Lash Accelerator, which is also for lengthening, so I like to mix them up and get volumizing and lengthening so I get some nice full lashes. With thoughts and words and pen and paper. So this is the completed Angels inspired eye look, and now we're just going to be moving on to the rest of the face and my lips. I'm using this e.l.f. little duo, and it's in the colour Antigua. You have to be careful with the bronzer though, because as you can see it's very dark and very pigmented. So I'm just applying this, and then I'm going to be taking a different brush, a slightly bigger brush, and using this Rimmel Natural Bronzer just to blend it all out. I like to make sure I get my forehead and the cheekbones, a bit on my nose and under my chin and on my jawbone as well, because I think this is the best look. And obviously the Angels always have very, very contoured and highlighted faces, so I try to achieve that look with all of these bronzing products. Then of course you got to use some Vaseline to moisturise your lips for some lipstick. I'm using this Revlon lip butter in the colour Strawberry Shortcake, and it's a very neutral pink. It's very bubblegum like, and I love this. I think it's really neutral and it goes with the look very well for the Angels. So now we're just going to be moving on to my hair, and they always have some lovely curls which are more like waves, and they're really loose and messy, so I'm going to be achieving this with my Vidal Sassoon curling iron, which is about 1 inch I think. So as you can see I'm just sectioning off my hair and then taking an inch or 2 section of my hair and then curling it backwards and holding it until I touch it and the hair is hot. As you can see, this curling iron does have a clip on it, but I think for the angel's waves it looks best without, because it makes a lot bigger curls and it brushes out a lot easier to make those big sexy waves that they have in the show. So once it's hot enough, I just let it go, and this is what it should look like. It's a big curl, and then I just leave it. I don't do anything to it until I've completed the rest of my head. And you always want to make sure that you're curling it away from your face, because even though you can curl it towards your face, I think to get the waves you want to curl it away from your face.
I'm starting right now.
You want to make sure you just do this to the rest of your head. So as you can see, I'm just doing this on the opposite side and curling in the opposite direction. And generally on this lower half of my hair I only curl it a couple of times, but at the back of my hair I will use the clip just to gather all that hair together, because it can be a bit hard to use it without a clip at the back of your head. So I'm just letting down the rest of my hair and then just pinning up my fringe, or just the section of the hair at the front of my head, and then carrying on curling this next section. And you don't have to be very precise with this. I'm always quite messy with it, and you can see some of them I do use the clip just because it's at the back and it's a bit harder to reach, because we will be brushing it out, so it doesn't matter too much how these curls look as long as all of your hair is curled. So I'm just doing the same to the two parts of my fringe, or my bangs if you want to say it that way, and I'm just curling this backwards so it's out of my face. So once you've finished all of this is what it will look like. It's quite flat and very curly. So I'm just putting in a bit of hairspray to make it hold, and then I'm just going to be shaking this all out to make it more wavy and a lot more voluminous. So once you're happy with how it looks, this is how the hair comes out once I've shaken it all up. And some of the curls do remain the same, but a lot of them obviously get a bit more volumized and bigger. So all I'm going to be doing again is just backcombing my hair a tiny bit just to give it some more volume like the angels have. I'm using my Pantene hairspray in Ultra Strong, and be careful, as you can see in this clip I just sprayed myself in the eye with it, which is pretty painful. So you just want to be careful when you're spraying and hold it at a distance. So this is the completed angel's hair, and this is the completed look all together. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have any questions about how I did my hair or my makeup, then leave them down below. And of course you've got to get your wings on for the show. So this is the completed look all together. I think it's really great and very neutral as well, so you can wear this out in a casual event or even a formal event, but I think it's very neutral and really cute. So comment down below if you've watched the show already. It hasn't actually aired in the UK yet, but I love Victoria's Secret, and this is my angel's top, which I love. So comment down below if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to see more from me. Bye!